Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL, once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight hits the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together, but to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who have stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
First down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go now.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Sack. Cougar 19.
2nd and 9 now. Complete to Washington. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
To Casey Washington. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Set up. 70 line. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Madden able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. I'll let let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Check up.
A give to Robinson on the option. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
2 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Madden. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalposts, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times we've seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still fighting for more. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 38 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his third already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Madden got an open man. It's Washington.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2nd and 2. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes off of a
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go play action here on first down. This went into the hands of Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Falcons,
Got it. Ready?
first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
7. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing of music.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This 2nd and 4.
Ready? Check go.
Robinson up the middle. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
No gain on the
play there, 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They find some open field here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Shut up. Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Ready. Panthers.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
And the Falcons 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Robinson with another carry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the give, here's Robinson. A nice little juke. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defense.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild